Hello, and welcome back to Short Spotlight, the series where we talk about Disney animated short films. Old and new, obscure and famous, big and small. We're going to be tackling a new type of short film. All of our previous episodes covered theatrical shorts. This week, we're talking about a short made exclusively for streaming. Admittedly, I use Disney Plus mostly to explore Disney's back catalog, because that's the kind of stuff I usually cover on this channel. But if an original catches my eye, I'll give it a watch. Usually the animated ones. So eventually, I found this short, Dinosaur Barbarian. I cover topics for a variety of reasons, but sometimes I'll just find one that I find interesting enough to talk about for no deeper reason than because I like it. And if that thing isn't very well known, then I can bring it to more people's attention. Dinosaur Barbarian didn't get a ton of coverage when it premiered, and I think it deserves some. It's a great tribute to animation history, both inside and outside of Disney. So, let's dive into it and find out what makes it so noteworthy. Disney's Short Circuit is an animated series that launched on Disney Plus in 2020. The show consists of 2-minute animated shorts helmed by a variety of directors. Similar to the Pixar Spark Shorts cartoons, they're creator-driven cartoons and more experimental, done in a variety of different animation styles and mediums. If you have Disney Plus, they're absolutely worth checking out, and with them being so short, they're easy to watch in one sitting. Anyways, one of the directors who got to helm a short was Kim Hazel. Hazel has worked on many different studios, from Disney to Nickelodeon to Netflix. For Disney, she worked on films like Big Hero 6, Raya and the Last Dragon, Zootopia, and Encanto, mainly as a character animator. The Short Circuit cartoon was her first time in the director's chair. When speaking about the change in job, she said the following: "I don't know, it felt really cool to oversee something from a larger scale. We're usually so focused on our individual shots, and it was nice to have that zoomed out experience of working with a lot of people, talking about ways to make it cooler." The idea for the cartoon started as a joke, inspired by 80s cartoons. He-Man, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, you know the kind. Dinosaur Barbarian is basically a tribute to those cartoons, and more specifically, their theme songs. Because when you think of 80s cartoons, you think of their openings, with their earworm songs and fast-paced animation. And the short runtime of the cartoon proved to be perfect for the concept. The cartoon began production in 2019. They got halfway through when, oops, the world ended, and the rest of the cartoon was finished remotely. Either way, Dinosaur Barbarian premiered on Disney Plus in 2021 to positive reviews. Brad Gullickson of Film School Rejects listed it on his top 20 animated films of 2021, writing, "You will want to watch this short 3 times, back to back, wait a minute or two, and then watch it again. Highly addictive cartooning." And Alex Reif of Laughing Place said of it, "Kim Hazel's Dinosaur Barbarian returns to the studio's roots with pencil-on-paper animation, done the old-fashioned way. If you're a child of the 80s, this short is especially made for you." Dinosaur Barbarian is exactly what it sounds like. It centers on a barbarian who rides a dinosaur. He does what any barbarian does, fighting bad guys and evildoers and monsters, while being as gross as possible. But he was so focused on his barbarian duties that he neglected the rest of his life. So it's up to him to clean up his act and get put on the right path. First of all, you have to commend the filmmakers for just nailing the parody. After watching this cartoon, I watched a bunch of 80s cartoon intros, and yeah, it's basically indistinguishable. The ridiculously impractical costumes, the multicolor animals, the rockin' theme song. The only thing it's missing is an accompanying episode that's animated on, like, 2s where the characters just stand completely still in frame. A lot of the credit for that goes to the Mondo Boys, Mike Griffin and Mike Shanzlick, for writing the music. It's pitch perfect with the tone. The cartoon itself is just funny. Describing comedy has always been difficult for me because there's only so many ways that you can say that was funny. But there are a lot of great visual gags, and the bait and switch with him cleaning up his act is priceless. Him washing the dishes and getting enough sleep is described with the same energy as him fighting monsters, which makes it even funnier.
It was inspired by a joke I made at lunch at work once about the fact that you never see cartoon characters doing anything other than their job, being a hero. And just the comedy in seeing that kind of character doing normal life things like washing their dishes with that same level of energy and intensity that they would beat up bad guys.
But the best part is absolutely the animation. It's traditionally animated, which is always welcome, with many of the characters drawn on paper. The look of the cartoon was modeled after Xerox-era Disney films. 101 Dalmatians, Sword in the Stone, Jungle Book, all of those. The art styles of those films were very sketchy, as the Xerox cell printing allowed for the sketch animators to have their work directly in the film. It's a great art style, and I'm glad to see it in a modern production. Dinosaur Barbarian is a really enjoyable cartoon. It nails the tone and humor and is an absolute must-watch for anyone who grew up on 80s cartoons. There isn't a lot more that needs to be said. It's a solidly made short and a great entry in the Short Circuit series. So, check it out and enjoy that awesomeness for yourself.
Dinosaur! Barbarian!
Have you seen this short? Which one should we cover next? Well, let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.